Hello,
and welcome.
You're listening to the realest podcast out there,
The C.A.P.Cast.
Brought to you by your hosts,
Eli,
Maverick,
Austin, Tyler,
Damien.
and whoever else decides to talk in the background this week.
If you wish to support the show,
like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know your thoughts on today's episode.
Or how annoying your least favorite host was this week.
Without further ado,
We present to you the realest episode yet.
No cap.
Hey guys, welcome
shut
back
the
to...
fuck up! Hello, and welcome to this week's episode of the C.A.P.Cast. I am one of your hosts, Eli.
I am one of your hosts, Damien.
I'm the third host, Austin.
And I'm your first host, Tyler.
Maverick's not with us.
It is unfortunate.
How are we doing? It's been a while for most of you.
This is now episode 2 of season 5.
Correct.
Wah wah wee wah.
That's weird.
I'm doing great, Eli. Thanks for asking.
That's good. I'm glad someone answered my question.
Tyler, how are you doing? I see you're out of traffic.
I'm doing well.
That's good. That's good.
Very nice, very nice.
Eli, how are we doing, Eli?
Today, I'm doing good.
That's good.
I'm doing pretty good. Yeah.
Yeah, that's
No
good.
complaints.
No complaints. That's good.
So today I wanted to discuss some works of fiction with you gentlemen.
Oh yeah?
I love works of fiction.
No.
Works of fiction are my shtick.
Now, because I don't want to exclude anyone here, I'm going to say specifically, this could be any work of fiction. Let's just talk about some of our favorite works of fiction.
Eli, why don't you lead us off?
Come back to me. Austin, I know you have one on the Hoff.
I have a really good work of fiction that is my that might be okay. Attack on Titan might be hands down my favorite piece of fiction. Period. What are we just giving a spiel, a blurb?
Yeah, you just talk about it.
Yeah. So basically,
We'll give our input.
you got humanity. It's in this society. There are 3 walls. Titans are giants, so to speak.
That don't have skin.
No, they do have skin.
No.
There's only one that doesn't have skin.
They don't have skin.
There's only one that doesn't have skin.
Nah.
But they eat people, and so the people in the walls gotta kill the Titans, and they want to expand. So our main character, Eren Yeager, wants to become a scout.
The
He
very
wants
best.
to become.
Yeah.
Holy
He
shit.
wants to be the very best like no one ever was.
True.
I've been there once.
He wants to be the best scout, like no scout
So
ever
what
scouted.
about this work of fiction is so great?
Just, the characters, there is a lot of depth to the story. The story's really intricate. The author basically had the ending thought out when he started the manga.
That's normally how you write a work of fiction.
No, like, down to the, pretty much the final detail.
He knew how it started right when he knew how it ended, because if it didn't start like that, it couldn't end like that, and he wanted it to end like that, so he had to think of the start of it before he thought of the end of it, so he could make the end of it. But he made the end first.
He pretty much had it all thought out. Like, most authors have to have, like, a lot of it thought out. Isayama had that shit on lock. It's just intricate, and the way it starts out, it seems very basic, like, humanity's gotta fight the Titans and, save themselves, blah, blah, blah. And I'm not gonna say any spoilers or anything, because I don't like spoiling the show, but it gets really intricate. You can read the manga, you can watch the anime, either medium, doesn't really matter. But it just keeps going. It just keeps getting deeper and deeper, and it's really good. And I started it during the pandemic, and I binged that shit all the way through until I was caught up for like 2 weeks straight.
He's just a little disappointed because in 2014 he couldn't be a Gene Marcoist.
Yeah. But let's just say some people don't appreciate some of the value that this piece of fiction brings to the table, and only care about shipping certain characters, which is dumb and stupid.
Fair.
I watched the first 3 episodes of Attack on Titan. Thought it was like mid and then stopped.
See, that's the problem, is you only watch the first 3 episodes.
Yeah.
You actually have to give it until Trost, which isn't our deal. I have a deal with Tyler that I'll play League of Legends if he...
You lost that deal.
I have to watch 9 episodes of Attack on
13.
Titan. Was it 13?
It was 13,
And
because
then
that's
you-
how long until Trost ends.
And then you had to play 5 games of League of Legends?
Well, however-
Dude, you just committed half your life away.
Technically, Tyler hasn't told me the deal's off the table. I have just not.
Yeah, no, I just haven't done it. I'm still intending to do it.
Yeah.
I'll probably do it this winter break,
Speaking
actually. I have
of
nothing but
deals
time.
around works of fiction.
Gabe still needs to watch Boku no Pico.
Exactly. Gabe had this pact with Matthew that he would watch Boku no Pico if Matthew did, and Matthew sure did.
Wow, that's cancerous.
Yeah, so now Gabe has to watch it.
That's tragic and will not help Gabe's reputation at all.
Yeah, well.
I mean, he's already kissed men. What can he do?
And
He
he's
loves kissing men.
watch / and or played Neko Para.
Okay, you have to say played because I've watched it because I lived in the same room as him.
Okay, he played Neko. The game is much worse, from what I've heard.
Yeah, okay, cool. That's Attack on Titan.
We can rotate around. I
Yeah.
assume
Yeah,
that's
yeah.
what you wanted to
Yeah.
do.
Tyler, do you have a work of fiction that's not necessarily an anime or manga?
I do.
If you okay, cool.
This is probably going to be a niche one that none of you, I would bet, have heard of, and probably none of our viewers have heard of.
Bro, I haven't heard of anything that's been said here so
Well,
far tonight.
I have one, at least one that you'll know.
I also think I have one. That
So
Damien will know.
recently, I have been reading books.
That sucks.
It doesn't suck.
What's
it's
wrong with
really
you?
good.
I like reading books.
Reading is good.
I have been reading the series known as the Stormlight Archives by Brando Sando.
Oh, you told me about that.
It's another one of the books.
It's so good, dude. Basically, it's kind of I don't know how to describe it very well without like getting into spoilery stuff, but it's kind of an epic high fantasy series. And Brando gets very creative with the world building, basically. Making a lot of things very different than most settings with, like, environmental stuff, the way the world works. The plot's very good, the characters are very good. I don't really know how much to talk about it because none of you guys will have any input because I am almost certain you don't know what I'm talking about.
All right. Very nice.
It's a good input.
I have more, but if you chuckleheads want to go first, feel free.
Eli, go ahead, because I'm intrigued to see what you have. I want to see how far I can go without knowing anything.
Okay, well then I'm going to say the ones you don't know first.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so first up, I have Dorohedoro.
Oh,
Definitely
that
don't know
show's
that.
really good.
No, no.
I've only
I'm
watched
right there with you, Damien.
I've only watched bits and pieces, but it is a very good anime that I watched.
I've heard the name.
It's really good. There is a Netflix anime for it, which is pretty good. But I've started reading it, and the art style is really good. I don't know how it ends. I'm not very far into it, but I love the world building of it, and like it's got a very nice. I don't know, if you're like me and you think sewers look cool, you'll love it. And you live in a basement, you'll love it.
I have a great work of fiction for you.
Oh, yeah?
Teenage Mutant Ninja Turtles.
Dude,
I know that.
I wanted to see the new one, and I didn't, so now I have to
Is
wait
it not
for
in
to
theaters
get some-
anymore?
I don't think so.
I haven't seen it either.
I also meant to watch that.
Yeah, we gotta figure out
I
where
feel
it
like
is
there's
and
a
I'll
lot of
watch
that
it.
going around.
Yeah.
But I hear there's a lot of sewers in that series.
Which one?
Teenage Mutant.
Oh, yeah, yeah.
Is there pizza?
There is.
Probably.
Have you seen the chart of the pizzas they ordered in one of their shows?
No.
That shit's disgusting.
What's on their pizza?
Dude, alright, let me look one up real quick. Someone talk while I'm doing this.
Okay, so let's talk about what's a good pizza. What's a condiment that should
Damien,
be on
why don't you
pizza?
tell us about one of your favorite
that's
pieces
fair.
of fiction?
I was trying to keep it on topic about the pizza.
Well,
thing while we
that's
were-
not the topic.
I had a pesto chicken pizza today. It was baller. Don't look at me like that. Pesto
No,
is
that
awesome.
shit's so
I
good.
know,
No, I'm not
That
saying
shit is
pesto's
so
bad. I'm a firm enjoyer of
You
pesto.
were looking at me like I was weird.
I'm not the biggest fan of chicken on pizza.
But if it's pesto,
Pesto
dude,
on flatbread
um,
is
chicken
good.
pesto is so good.
I'll agree to that.
I've never had
on,
chicken pesto.
Chicken on pizza is kind of
It's
meh
really
to
good
me.
if you're doing pesto with it.
I mean, I believe
So
you.
wait, you did pesto instead of like a sauce on it?
no,
So-
it's pesto on top with a red sauce.
Okay.
That was a mellow mushroom.
Okay.
Hate that place.
All right, here we go.
What?
So here's the Ninja Turtle.
You have different
um,
feelings once you do the work in the back.
So first
Wow.
pizza we have that the Ninja Turtles eat: peanut butter and clams,
Oh,
popcorn,
okay.
Oh.
chocolate chip,
Oh.
Okay.
hot oatmeal,
This
Mm.
is getting worse.
pepperoni with pickle, chocolate sprinkles and clam sauce,
I think they like
anchovies
clams.
and hot fudge, marshmallow and asparagus, jelly bean and sausage. Yeah, no, this shit's rank.
When
That's
your
terrible.
least despicable pizza has pickles on it, that's not a good sign.
I agree.
That's a little harsh.
Yeah. All right. Well, yeah, that's all I have to say about Dorito. I don't know too much more about it yet, but I really enjoy reading it and enjoying the art of it. I'm going to cycle with someone else. I have at least 2 more.
I think I might
Damien.
Oh yeah,
It's
Damien.
my
You're
turn.
up.
So, the viewers might not. The viewers definitely know this. I like warships.
I knew this was coming.
I foreseen that Tyler would also say something about this. So, when I was at a younger age, my aunt got me into this saga. It's called the Horatio Hornblower Saga. Horatio
What
Hornblower.
blower?
Hornblower.
All right.
It was this dude. It was a series of books originally written by C.S. Forester way back in the day. It was about a dude who went through the ranks during the British Royal Navy in the Napoleonic War era. It was really cool. Then they made 8 movies about it. Tyler actually got me a license plate from one of the movies they made last year for Christmas.
Very
It was
nice.
really cool.
Very nice.
But I like the aesthetic of old wooden warships. I've read all of the books in that series. One of the books, it's called Beat to Quarters. It's actually my favorite book I've ever read. It was really good. There's a couple spin-off series that, different main character, but still take course through the Napoleonic War era, which I just find it all fascinating to read about the battles, and most of the battles they talk about in either series, they happened. It's just from a point of view, for example.
Did you ever see the Napoleon movie? Is that out yet?
It is out.
Napoleon.
I need to go see it.
Okay.
Napoleon.
Napoleon.
What'd I say?
You said Napoleon.
You said Napoleon.
go.
Like,
Sorry, I've
like-
been playing For Honor.
I don't
You
think
said
that's
it like
helping
it
your
was
cause.
You said it like it was a Pokemon.
You did. But yeah, Hornblower's really good. There's another one called Alan Lurie. I liked him a lot. He gave a more country English aesthetic to it. It was really weird, and there was a lot more drama, and it was a little more graphic.
Nice.
But that was also good. So
Very nice. Damien likes boats.
I like boats.
Yeah.
So far we're 50-50 on books and anime.
All right.
All right. I'm gonna try to.
Well, I've got another book one, so
I'm gonna try to snipe one of Eli's. Regular show.
Yeah, you did not snipe one of mine. I didn't even think of that.
Yeah, well, regular shows are really good.
It is.
It's about a raccoon and a bird, and they
If
were.
A
you're-
blue
you-
jay specifically.
Dude, if you
that
don't
makes a
know
difference.
regular show, fuck you.
Well, they should watch it.
Yeah, you
We
should
should-
watch
we
it,
should-
but
we
they
should
should
enlighten
know
them.
it at least.
I'm
Well-
just saying my opinion of regular show before Eli binged the whole series, and like he was coming to my apartment just to watch regular show with the group, and like before that, and then after seeing the ending of regular show, I have completely different opinions about regular show than I originally had starting off.
Party Tonight
Guys, I
by
have
Mordecai and the Rigby's. Ooh.
guys, I have a confession. I have not seen all of regular show.
Have you? You've seen the ending though, right?
No.
If-
I've only seen the earlier seasons from when I actually watched TV as a child.
If you have the time and willing to watch it, I recommend you do. But if you,
I
if-
started watching it not long ago, but I didn't make it like more than like 5 or so episodes.
if you
in.
don't have the want to continue watching, you should look up a summary of it.
It's pretty good.
Because I mean, it is a Cartoon Network show, so
Yeah.
not every episode is going to be super impactful. To the story.
I know. I've
Towards
made
the
it
end,
through.
I feel like everything
Towards
was,
the end, it is a lot better.
like the last
I've-
season.
Yeah.
I've made it through shows like that before. Like I watched all of Samurai Jack, which was very much a very episodic thing. Until like,
I tried finishing that one. I did not get very far.
it's kind of a struggle for the earlier seasons.
I believe it. I tried to binge it when the Adult Swim season first
Yeah.
came out, and I did not make it very far.
Understandable.
Yeah. All right, who's that? You got anything else on regular show?
No, it's really. I mean, I can do a
Ham boning.
I could. I did.
Sound waves.
I did a half-baked Pops impression once.
Let's hear it.
My voice is really fucked up.
So you can't do it.
I said I could do a half-baked one.
Well, let's hear it.
What do you want me to say?
Can you say?
Jolly good show.
Yeah, that works. Keep it loyal.
Don't worry, it's only for the entire internet.
Oh no! A jolly good show. See, my voice
I will say,
my voice cracks really bad when I do it.
I will
Like
bear
at the
witness.
end, I can't finish it out.
Austin has done it better than that.
Oh yeah, Austin does do it pretty good when he's not. I guess something's wrong with him more than usual.
My throat's been like kind of fucked up. I'm not sick.
He's got the Maverick sickness.
Yeah,
Maverick
so
also needs some coffee.
my voice does not go very high at the moment. Oh,
yeah.
except right there actually. Not when it doesn't do what I want it to do. Anyway, regular show's really cool.
Yeah, it is. It's good. Lots of good jokes and shit.
It's pretty good. I've got one. I got one that I like a lot.
Wait your fucking turn, Damien. I'm kidding.
Hey man,
You finished
there's no
your turn.
order.
Yeah.
Right? You
You
just go
finished
whenever
your
you want.
spiel about regular show. I just took initiative.
Priority does not exist here.
Yeah.
So,
Let's hear it,
anyways,
Damien.
another work of fiction that I really like is Magic the Gathering. Kind of a work of fiction.
It is. I thought about that a little, but I think I appreciate the gameplay aspect, not the fiction aspect.
I mean, but the gameplay is kind of takes place in a fictional
I'm gonna
setting.
be
No,
ready.
yeah, it does, but I don't. It doesn't have to. If it didn't, I'd still play the game.
I'm gonna be real, Tyler. I do not be keeping up with the lore.
Oh no, I don't either.
I keep up with
the
it on
only
a
re-
very macro level. I could not give a shit
like,
about the
oh,
details.
they won.
The only reason that I mean, this is kind of a half-baked thought that I came up with, like, as fast as I possibly could just to steal the turn order away from Damien. So,
Yeah, it's kind of fucked up. I ain't gonna lie.
But you know what? Soon, right? They're making a Magic the Gathering TV show, aren't they?
They are.
it's either going to be good or
Supposedly.
completely terrible. I'm leaning towards completely
It's gotta
terrible.
be completely terrible.
I'll watch it so I can laugh.
I'll watch it
Yeah.
too.
Anyways,
I won't
Eli.
watch it.
Another really good show is Invincible.
Oh, Invincible is really good.
That's fair.
I haven't seen that either.
You should. You'd probably like it.
You would like it.
What's Invincible about? Tell me.
It's a superhero.
Okay. So there's this guy. His name is Omni-Man. He's like kind
I'm
of
the man.
Omni-Man.
You're not a man.
He's
Fuck
kind
you,
of
first of all.
he's kind of like
I thought you were wearing capris. Holy shit.
he's kind of like this big shot Superman type guy who's like super strong, goes around saving world and whatnot.
He's in Mortal Kombat.
Yeah, the show is about his son, Mark Grayson. Basically, it's kind of
government named him.
huh?
Nothing. Just name him like that.
Yeah, I will.
We don't name drop in here.
It's kind of hard to give a description of sort of what the show is about. It's mostly like him learning to be a superhero, that kind of stuff. It's very gritty and gory at times. There's a lot of intrigue in the first season around the events that happen at the end of the first episode, which I don't want to spoil because it's a very, very good surprise that makes a very strong first episode.
Yep.
You should watch it. If you watch the first episode, one of the really nice things about Invincible is if you watch the first episode and you're not interested, then you can just stop there because it has a really strong hook. And if you're not into it by the first episode, you're probably not going to be into it.
Gotcha.
True. All right, so the next one I got is Berserk. All right.
Haven't heard of that.
I've been
one either.
I've been meaning to read it because I don't want to watch it because I've heard the anime is so.
The anime? There's no like anime adaptation that goes past a certain point, and I'm repeating an opinion past this point. Apparently, they don't do it well. That's not my opinion. I'm not well enough informed on the anime.
I started watching Berserk up until the part where I saw titty, and then I'm like, okay, I'm out.
Well, if you read Berserk, you'd make it even less far because it's the first panel.
Funny.
Yeah.
It was like the first thing that they had released for the anime was a movie, right?
I don't know.
I think it was.
Probably.
I think I probably made it 15 minutes.
Yeah,
I want to say.
That checks out. If you can get past the nudity, Berserk's phenomenal. All right, it's really.
Tyler has a G-rated mind.
I do.
It's very
for nudity specifically. I don't care about anything else. Basically,
I don't know. It has a lot of very for lack of a less cringe way of putting it, a lot of very mature themes. If you read Berserk, there's demons, rape, all that shit. Rape is actually a very frequent thing in it, but it's never portrayed in a good way, obviously. I just want to state that after saying there's a lot of it.
I have a if you're not done, go ahead.
Okay.
It's not about Berserk.
Okay.
Yeah.
It'll be.
I have a group question. Is it rape if they come?
So, Berserk's really good. It just tells the story of this kid in medieval times, like medieval, like European times.
Why haven't I read this sooner?
He is at the beginning.
Not at the beginning of the anime.
Okay, man. But yeah, he's this kid who grew up in just war-torn fucking medieval places, right? And there's apostles and demons and shit, and it's a really good story about just a lot of things. Can you stop twirling my dog like a fucking hot dog?
Bro, I can twirl the shit out of a sign. Watch this.
That's not a sign. That's my dog. But yeah, no, okay, it's really good. If you're okay with seeing gore and nudity and portrayals of rape and shit, I really recommend it. I think it is genuinely the best piece of fiction I've ever consumed, and I haven't even finished it. It's not done yet. The author did die before it was done, but he told one of his right hand man at the place how
assistant.
It ends.
Yeah.
So they're working on it. They released the first issue since he's died recently, I think.
Here's my clarifying question about the topic. Do games count?
Sure, yeah.
Dishonored. Holy shit, I love that game series.
I have played most of the first game.
Oh my god. So
Also don't know what this is.
I have a very hard time picking out a favorite game of all time. The Dishonored series is in my top 5. I'll give you how the first game starts. The title is very apt. Basically, you're a royal bodyguard for an empress or whatever. There's a plague. The empress gets assassinated. You're blamed for it. This all happens in like the first cutscene. And you basically have to... You're dishonored, so you have to go reclaim your honor.
Your roll credits?
Got it. It's really fun. It's like a stealth action sort of game, but there's different... It's kind of linear. But there are certain decisions that you make that do outcome the story. So there's a good ending and a bad ending.
No.
There's a first game, there's a second game, and there is a third spin-off game where you're not the main character of the first 2 games. It's really good. This series is really good.
What's the name of the main character? I feel like it's
Corvo.
That's the one.
Oh,
As
It was
a,
it was like on the tip of my tongue.
As a sewer and rat enjoyer, it's a hard game not to appreciate.
oh, dude,
It does have a lot of sewers and rats.
He has a really cool sword too.
You get more.
Tyler
don't you
likes
get more?
rat
Don't you get more rats the more people you kill?
In the first game,
Yeah.
yes, the plague spreads the more murder you do. But the more people you spare, the better. Like, that's the good and bad ending part of it that goes into play. Dishonored's really great. It's in my top 5 games, period. I love Dishonored. Holy shit.
When I was playing it, I killed one guy at the start, and then I haven't killed anyone since.
I actually went through that game and got the achievement where you're not detected and you're not seen in one playthrough.
Nice.
And I didn't quick save that. I did not save scum that often. I did that shit pretty consistently. It's really slow gameplay, but it is rewarding.
I think I've also been doing the not detected thing, except for the one guy who I killed.
At least that's bad, because then you won't get the achievement.
Yeah, I won't.
See, when I play stealth games, I play them like they're actually just Far Cry. I stealth, and then when I get caught, I whip out the minigun.
Speaking
I'm
of
not
Far
good at
Cry,
stealth games.
I remember playing Monaco with you, and you were terrible at it.
Dude, I fucking suck at stealth games. It's because the only stealth game I played growing up was Assassin's Creed.
speaking of Far Cry, I've only played one Far Cry game. And it
Primal,
was,
right?
Yeah. I really like Far Cry Primal. I've heard that the general consensus is that Primal is bad. I really like ancient... it's unfair to call that time period ancient.
Right, but
Prehistoric,
yeah,
I'm sorry.
yeah.
I really like that time period. I don't really care about the other
You
Far Cry
should,
games.
I know you corrected yourself to say prehistoric is the ancient, but if you do want an ancient game, you should play
Age of War.
No.
Assassin's
What?
Creed.
What do you mean no?
Origins. I think Origins is the best of the Assassin's Creed RPGs. It's the first one.
Are you telling me you don't like Age of War?
Yes.
You should play it, or I know you like Greek stuff. You could play Odyssey, although
There's
I
Greek stuff
personally
in
could
Age
not
of
get
War.
into Odyssey.
I did correct myself. I do like ancient Civilization also.
Why
So
don't you like Age of War?
I don't know what Age of War is. I just said that to say no to you.
It's like that one Flash game where you have like the two sides and then you like go through time and fighting each other.
Oh, I'll have to check that out. I didn't know it was a Flash game.
I just played Total Accurate. Totally. I'm gonna stop talking.
Damien, do you?
Do none of you
do you
guys
have
play
another
Age
one?
of War?
No.
I don't know what Age of War is.
Oh my god.
If I was on a Flash game, I better be playing Papa's or Balloons TV.
I'm gonna be real. I played the Raft Wars.
I think I vaguely
Raft
remember
Raft Wars was a good one.
Tower
That was a
Defense
classic.
was-
I played.
It's really good. That was a lot of
Balloons Tower Defense is on top.
That was the
a
most.
lot of elementary and middle school was B Cubed, Balloons Tower Defense, and Papa's.
I think I have Balloons Tower Defense 6 installed on this computer.
You have a flash drive somewhere of like one of the Papa's things.
I did. I had my Papa saves in high school saved on a flash drive so I could use it at any computer in the school.
That's so baller.
I don't know where that
Does ring
flash
any
drive
bells?
is.
That's devastating.
No.
No.
I played like every Flash game under the sun.
Damien,
I loved Flash games.
Damien, do you have another piece of fiction?
I did. I just assumed I was going to get cut off again.
No,
No, go for
I
it.
was
Go.
trying
You
to
got
keep
this.
the
We've
turn
We've
order.
all gone.
I know.
We've all gone. You're good.
So, my piece of fiction. I know Tyler enjoys it. I know Austin has enjoyed it, I believe. I don't know about Eli.
Oh.
I think it's time we give Percy Jackson a talk.
Okay, that makes sense. I don't think Eli's ever. I don't think you really invested time into Percy Jackson.
You know, I wasn't a big reader, but I did try and read it. I didn't make it very far, not because I was uninterested, just because I wasn't a big reader.
I
I
respect
did,
it.
however, watch the movie, and I was like, hell yeah.
They're coming out with
The
a new
movie is like
series.
notably terrible.
Both of
No,
them.
no.
As a standalone movie, it's decent.
As
If
an-
you don't know the
hang on.
books,
As an elementary schooler, it was cool.
One
It's a
of
fun movie.
one
I
of my
like
big
the Lightning Thief movie a lot better than the Sea of Monsters movie.
They did more.
They made
did
a
one
Sea of
more.
Monsters. Yeah,
it was worse. Than
It
the
was
first
worse.
movie.
But they're on Disney Plus. They're coming out with a Percy Jackson series.
I'm sure that'll be great.
I agree with Eli's tone.
I have not heard of a single Disney Plus anything that's exclusive to Disney Plus doing good since Obi-Wan.
I haven't even watched. I haven't watched
The reviews on this one are pretty decent so far.
Are they?
Okay.
One of my
But Ryard, the author, has been like involved
The author.
heavily.
see.
Oh, has he?
Yeah,
Oh, that's good.
Riordan's been involved heavily.
That's cool. I'm
He-
never
the
going to play for
author
Disney
is
Plus.
really good. I think he's done good with all of his books.
I have it, Eli. If you want to watch
one
it.
of, one of my favorite
If it's really good, maybe, but if it's not, I'm not interested.
one of my favorite memories pertaining to Percy Jackson was making fun of Damien for reading it before picking it up like 2 years later.
That's awesome.
Yeah, and then was it you who spoiled? Like you got the last book in the Blood of Olympus series. Someone got the last book before I
I
did.
feel like that was Curly. I don't think that was
it might
me.
have been Curly. Someone spoiled like a major part.
Wait, when was this?
It was in middle school.
We didn't go. Oh, we didn't go to the same
No.
middle school.
Fuck
If
you.
it wasn't,
Well,
if it wasn't
might have been
Tyler,
me.
then it was Curly. I don't exactly. I almost felt like it was Tyler though.
If it was me, you had to have done something to make me really angry because I was very much at my don't spoil stuff. I was very much into not spoiling things at that point.
When did Blood of Olympus?
But that
come
seems
out?
like a Curly thing to do.
They told me Gia wakes, Leo dies.
Ooh, spoiler alert. For the record.
Did you
Sorry,
pronounce
guys.
Gaia as Gia?
Yeah, I did. It's been a minute.
This
Sorry.
guy does not play Magic the Gathering.
I don't. I can't understand magic. But
Typical
then I was
Boros
told-
You'll
player.
never be a Grand Wizard.
True.
I don't even know what the fuck that is, bro. I haven't picked up on his last series, the Trials of Apollo.
You
or
actually,
whatever.
for not knowing what that is, you share a lot of their vocabulary.
Not knowing what is.
Grand Wizards.
Yeah, I don't know what that is.
Yeah, it's fine.
I just like Greek mythology.
Hell yeah.
Romans
She
are
looks
cool
bald.
too. She does.
Austin's flipped my dog's ears over, and she looks bald for some reason.
I'm holding the dog.
He is.
Jojo.
Don't look at me like that, Jojo.
I've been holding the dog for a minute, actually.
Yeah, she's very comfortable where she is.
Who's next?
That was just him. It's your turn.
My turn.
Your turn.
Oh my god.
Priority has been passed.
My
I can't wait to
turn.
hear something else I haven't heard of.
Vinland Saga.
Fuck yeah.
Haven't heard of
Anime of the year, right? By IGN? Or who?
I think it's IGN.
I think it was IGN's Anime
I
of the
also
Year.
don't know this one.
There's season 2
I've
specifically.
heard
was
of it.
Anime of
Pause.
the Year.
You need to watch Vinland Saga.
Pitch it to me.
Who wants to do it?
Dude, should I just read the back of the manga?
Go
I have
ahead.
it right here.
Go ahead.
Alright, so it's Vikings, right?
You're losing me.
For honor
Really?
and
That was
vengeance.
gating. He was gating me.
As a child, Thorfinn sat at the feet of the great Leif Erikson and thrilled to wild tales of a land far to the west. But his youthful fantasies were shattered by a mercenary raid. Raised by the Vikings who murdered his family, Thorfinn became a terrifying warrior, forever seeking to kill the band's leader, Escalad, don't say anything, and avenge his father, sustaining Thorfinn through his ordeal and his pride in his family and his dreams of a fertile westward land, a land without war or slavery, the land Leif called Vinland.
I'm saying something now. It's pronounced Ashalad. But that's all I'll say. on that.
Auschwitz?
No, David.
Anyways, yeah, it's really good. If you like self-improvement or self-betterment and stuff, you should read it.
Tyler's
Dude.
talking about that.
Characters are so good. Holy shit.
Yeah, it's extremely well written. The if you go by the anime, the first and second season are very different, but the story is so good.
What the
I
fuck?
agree.
Why is it upside down?
It's Japanese. That's how they read.
Is it?
True.
Yeah. So you look at this shit.
They read right to left.
Yeah.
Did
It's
you
fucked
not
up.
know that?
No.
Oh,
Yeah.
wow. Anyway, Vinland Saga is really good. It
I
is.
can't go
it
to
is.
Japan now.
It is
You
also
just outed yourself as someone who never got the Pokemon manga out of the elementary school library.
true. It's.
What's a manga?
Oh
It's
my
a
God.
Japanese comic book.
Vinland Saga is in
I
my
never
top 5
read-
of anime.
It's very
no.
good.
It's up there
It's-
with Attack on Titan.
It did the thing where it was like, I'd like just barely start to lose interest, and then it would do something, and I'd be like, this is the best thing I've fucking seen today.
True.
And by today, I mean this fucking week or year or whatever. There was the moments varied, but it is very good.
It's so baller.
The characters are well written, and can't wait for season 3.
Same. I think it's gonna be really good.
Tyler just brought this up. I think we should pay our respects to Pokemon, a series that is now dying as Ash Ketchum is no longer the main character.
How
This
do you
is an
know it's
improvement.
dying?
Shout out Houndoom.
'Cause Ash Ketchum is
the
gone.
coolest looking Pokemon.
Okay, first
They're
of all,
never going to make it as good.
the anime is like not important to the franchise as a whole. The games are so much better.
True.
The games are quite
I agree
important.
with Tyler.
Damien, do you even watch the recent anime?
I haven't watched anything of the new. I watched when he was doing his Galar quest shit.
I personally stopped watching the anime around Hoenn.
I've
But
seen
what is
through
the
colors.
Hoenn?
I couldn't watch Sun and Moon. Sun and Moon was I don't think the Alola region was a good region.
But anyways,
I
the
think it
games
was
are
done
really
bad.
good. The anime is mid.
The games are good.
Very nice. Anything else on Pokemon?
Nova region was really good.
Or we were on Vinland Saga. Pokemon was just a side tangent.
I mean,
But, I think Pokemon deserves its respects.
That's fair. I wasn't a Pokemon kid. I wasn't a Nintendo kid.
That was
Po-
my childhood.
Pokemon Emerald's my favorite game.
Emerald's pretty good.
Soul Silver.
What was it?
baby.
Gen 6? That one's the best?
That's Kalos. It's pretty.
See,
I
Eli,
like it.
so that tactic doesn't really work anymore because every Pokemon fan will hate a different generation now.
Damn.
I hate
If
Gen
you want
7.
you want to say Gen 8 is the best gen now.
Gen 8 is the best gen.
You do not want to say that.
Gen 8 is the best gen.
Gen
It's not
8
even
is
that
not
bad.
the best.
The only genuine opinion I can give you on Pokemon is aesthetics.
Gen 8 is not the best gen.
Alright, that takes us to Tyler, unless you have more about Vinland Saga.
So we don't necessarily have to talk about works of fiction that we like particularly, right?
I guess not, no. I don't think I specified.
Here's a spicy meatball. Jujutsu Kaisen.
Don't know this
Oh,
one.
see,
okay, well, the
hold
rest
on.
of us are about to
Pause.
have a heated
Pause,
discussion.
pause. Before Tyler continues, I will let you say what you need to say, but before Tyler continues, if Tyler hadn't said this and it got back to me, I was gonna say how much I love Jujutsu Kaisen.
Can I say a little tangent before we get started, too? Let's really try not to spoil anything. There are lots of spoilers in the most recent season and episodes.
True.
And I would appreciate it for the podcast. We don't spoil it, but if you have to, for the sake of the argument, give a warning.
Okay, fair enough.
Proceed.
Me? So, as I mentioned earlier, I've been reading the Stormlight Archives. And as I've been doing this, I've gotten really into analyzing the writing techniques that Brando Sando uses, because they're very good, they're very interesting. Basically, every time he makes a decision, for plot progression reasons, he takes the more difficult way to write and ends up being a better outcome. Jujutsu Kaisen does not do this.
I'm so mad.
Jujutsu Kaisen has a little bit of a problem where they don't really allow their characters to solve their own problems or develop in meaningful ways. Most of a large chunk of the conflicts in the series are resolved by the one OP guy who runs around, and the characters don't really have that much meaningful development past that.
Just as a background person watching the interactions between the people in the group, it looks like a bunch of moms getting very heated as Tyler's talking and explaining this. Like, there are a lot of facial interactions going on.
I'm developing my points.
Most of the major conflicts are resolved by outside parties that aren't really the main characters, which makes them feel like they're kind of ineffectual. And then a lot of the ways that they do try to go about character development, specifically for the main character, are very cheap. Notably, they're a big fan of the trope of fridging, wherein you kill a character just to make another character mad. That's not really character development, that's just lazy writing.
Okay, I have a point. Alright, so my counter argument, I'm going to start with this. Tyler is correct. Okay, now my point is, the show is still enjoyable. Very much so.
So I'm going to expand off of that.
Yeah.
That's... Jujutsu Kaisen, I agree. The characters are not... I love Jujutsu Kaisen. It's not better than Attack on Titan for me. And the characters are not as deep or as intricate. Neither is the story, in my opinion. But I don't think that's what that's what the work of fiction is trying to do. The author quite literally said, "What if I took my characters and made them beat the shit out of each other a lot?"
Yeah.
And that's what happens.
Here's another thing. All right, so Tyler, I can appreciate the taking the harder way to write something and that coming out better. But if you are fighting an opponent, right, and you have someone who can just fucking decimate them, why wouldn't you just have that person fight them?
See, that's a thing. You are correct. That's the problem with putting characters like that in a work of media. You should not put characters that are the OP problem solver in your plot if you want to have proper tension and resolution. It's bad writing.
All right.
The problem isn't logically that Gojo solves all the problems. The problem is that in the universe, Gojo is there to solve all the problems.
Yeah, but they're trying to do something about that.
But
I
then
will say they did do it in the first place. You can have that.
Right,
they're trying to do something about it.
It hasn't happened yet. They're like kind of implying that Gojo will be like out of the plot for one reason or another, but then they also imply that there's some other dude who's right there ready to take his place. So it sounds like the problem's not going to change from a literary standpoint.
I have never mind. I'm not going to say it actually.
To continue this argument, I would have to reveal manga spoilers that I've gotten.
Yeah, that's why I stopped talking as well.
And I'm not going to do so. I'm just going to keep my manga spoilers to myself and disagree with you. Because I don't want to say manga spoilers on the podcast, and I don't want to tell you, unless you decide to stop.
If you decide to stop watching
then
after season 2, let us know, and we'll tell you if things change.
Okay. Yeah. But I'm not going to say any spoilers from the anime and the manga.
I will say Gabe started reading, and he decided to continue the series.
The other thing that's not, it's like kind of a half gripe about writing is it's only a half gripe. The main character's power set is so boring.
Well, so to be fair, this is kind of in the first couple episodes. Yuji doesn't really have one. That's he just punches, like, it's not a power set. He just doesn't have one.
I know. You just punch.
So I understand. I get that. Yeah,
I like it.
No, I'm not saying.
Cool.
I'm not saying it's I like it or dislike it. I'm just saying.
you have opinion.
I'm just saying that's why it's a half gripe.
Yeah,
It's
yeah.
like there's not really one to critique because he just punches things really good.
I can see the thing of like he doesn't have his gimmick. Well, he does have his gimmick, but it's not like a quirky gimmick. It's just that's everyone's gimmick. You punch anything, bro. Anyone can punch.
I mean,
anyone.
Yuji does it better, to be fair.
He does, yeah. But yeah, no, I think it's good. I kind of like the. I mean, I guess it's we haven't had any of those really like mind sharing oh shit moments with Yuji
Because he doesn't do anything.
I know,
It's cool.
but-
I don't know. He did something cool this last episode. I'm gonna be
He
real.
did. I'd like to say my opinion on Jujutsu Kaisen comes less from the story aspect and more from this show fucking is epic.
Yep.
I love watching this show.
I'm not spoiling it.
Motherfuckers just be fighting. I love that shit.
I'm not
Like,
spoiling
the fights
it.
are really good.
But that's the point.
No, but the issue is the resolution of the fights. The fights are never, these guys have a close fight and then one, like, wins. It's these guys have a close fight and then Gojo Satoru out of the left field with a freaking uppercut.
Right.
Just let the people in the fight on their own.
Well, look, alright, if we didn't have imperfections, we wouldn't have things that are more than imperfect.
You didn't.
What does that
Hold
mean?
on. Pause.
Time
You
is
didn't-
a human
Hold on.
concept.
There was one fight in Shibuya where Gojo mattered.
No, it's not just Gojo. It's just the people who are the OP problem resolvers. In Shibuya, it's not only Gojo, but it's also Sukuna and the spoiler guy who Eli really likes. The guy who's kind of like Mai.
I don't know who he's talking about. Oh,
I
yeah.
don't think the mic picked it up. If the mic
Because
picked that up, I'm
they have
sorry.
like several fights there, and then they just end because those guys show up. The fights
Yeah.
go, they are close, they could go either way, and then the OP person shows up and ends it.
Respectfully, that shit's badass.
So, Tyler, honestly, I don't think the resolutions matter either. The author wanted to be like, cool shit alert, ka-chow. Like, that's what...
Good chow.
It's fine enough. I think that's what the manga's about, is here's my cool shit that I wrote, and here is this cool battle scene that I drew. Have at thee.
I think having good resolution is cool.
Maybe Jujutsu Kaisen's not for you. Anyway.
I think we've come to a good point to move on.
You know what
Unless
other
we have
animes-
any other burning...
You've been talking about this for 12 minutes.
I have one last point.
I told you it was a spicy meatball.
Any fight that has Todo
you guys
and
are pretty
Yuji...
heated.
Any fight that has Todo and Yuji in it is fucking baller.
I agree. Todo is the sole reason I'm still watching the show.
Their fights are the best ones.
Yes.
They are.
Partially because of the reasons Tyler talked about. Anyway, Chainsaw Man's really good. I don't know if we want to talk about Chainsaw Man.
I don't know that
We can
either.
come back to Chainsaw Man if we want to, but I'm just throwing it out there.
I don't have too much input on it. I haven't read it at all.
Oh, you should. It's
I've only
really good.
seen the show.
I've
The show
only-
was good, but
to be-
I don't have anything to write
I've
home
also
about
only
it.
seen the show.
To be fair, if Gabe was in the room, he would be sucking Chainsaw
Oh yeah, dude.
Man's
Gabe
cock
was talking
right
about
now.
telling me about Chainsaw Man like 2 years before. It
Yeah,
was an
same.
anime.
I doubted him.
He was trying to get me to read He was
I
like
know,
telling
yeah.
me about Chainsaw Man. He's like, read this. I was just like, tell me when it's an anime.
Yeah,
I'm
dude.
not going to
He
read
was
it.
like,
To be fair,
you should try reading this. And I was like, I'm not gonna.
Eli.
Fuck you.
Okay, but Eli, to be fair, you should read Chainsaw Man.
No, I agree. Now that I know it's good, I should. But
I
Gabe
have
was
the-
telling me, and I was like, no way.
Well, I have the
no
manga.
way.
I have the manga volumes to the whole first part. If you would like to read it,
Okay.
they're upstairs in my room.
The only manga I have read, and I would intend to keep it this way, is JoJo's Bizarre Adventures Part 6 and 7.
JoJo!
Yeah.
Now that's a good
That is
story.
good.
It's all right.
I know what JoJo is.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure?
I know what it is.
The dog or the show?
The show.
Whoa. Have
Really?
you watched it?
He was in theater.
That's not how I know about it.
How do you know about it?
The Pine Tree Patrol
Oh,
and Scouts,
shit,
when
that
we were
makes
really
sense.
good, there
Whoa, really good.
there was a hard fall off, and you know it. The Panthers fall off just happened before the Pine Trees.
Whoa, no. Whoa. The Panthers never fell off. We were at a consistent medium the whole fucking time.
Okay, but there was a time when you and Harvey and Phillip and, Pippin all left, and then, there was a drop. There was a big age gap.
Okay, yeah, I'm not gonna know our fucking fall off if I'm not there.
Yeah.
It's not my fault. I am greatness.
It's not. I'm just saying, our greatness, I was the last of it, but there was like a 1.5 year gap. And anyway, when we were in our prime, JoJo's Bizarre Adventure was all that was talked about. And I did watch a little bit, but it's been...
Oh, really?
It's
What
like,
part?
well,
Do you remember?
Probably part 1, right?
Might be part
it's
two.
been like since I
part 3.
started Scouts because I wanted to
Might be
be...
part 4.
No,
I was trying to
probably
fit
not if it
in,
was that
and I
time
wanted to
frame.
make sure I slightly understood what they were talking about. It's...
You should watch JoJo's.
You were probably like, this shit's weird.
That's exactly how
This is bizarre.
If I would need to sit down and watch it again. Or actually, like, watch it with a more open mind and not, I'm just trying to slightly understand what they're talking
Dude,
about.
if you want to ever sit down and watch something with an open mind, you let any of us know. We are totally down to let you watch some fucking weird shit with us.
Yeah, dog.
Bro,
you should
I'm
watch
not into...
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure.
I'm not into that weirder shit.
But you could be.
I could... Bro, when do I have the time? I barely have time to do shit as
That's true.
it is.
You are the busiest person I know that I know decently.
You know what we could do at Slam tonight?
It's true. If he doesn't go to the Joe after this.
Ooh.
No comment.
Oh my
Oh,
gosh.
dude.
Anyways, while we're on JoJo's,
Who shat themselves? It stinks.
I
You're
think that's...
holding at the dogs.
Yeah.
Smelt it out. Her breath is so foul.
Yeah, the breath is foul.
Yeah, no, dude. I let her sleep in the bed at night instead of in her crate now. And sometimes she'll come up and lay right beside me and breathe on my face and like, JoJo, I swear to God, I'm gonna put you back in prison.
Yeah, while we're on the topic of JoJo's, I just want to, like, comment on how much I love the structure of JoJo's, and that is, like, the way the parts are set up, where
No.
one big gripe I have with a lot of media, especially with anime that tends to, like, go on for a long time, like Naruto and One Piece, is where you can kind of, like, get into the situation where you either, like, have no end in sight, or you just are filling things into the middle when you really don't need to be. JoJo's kind of hits a good midpoint between this by having a long-running series, but having each part be very self-contained with its plot. So you can have a solid, good beginning, middle, and conclusion in your plot, and then go on with a different story in the same universe, which I really appreciate narratively.
That's fair. I'm gonna come in now that we've been
You're gonna what?
as the One Piece defender.
One Piece?
Yeah.
Like Luffy?
Luffy. Yeah, Luffy for Maverick's grandma.
Luffy for
I painted
Maverick's
a
grandma.
portrait of Luffy for Maverick's grandma for Christmas.
Luffy for Maverick's grandma?
Yep.
I painted a boat with
alright,
a Chinese
before-
flag and a 5G tower for Maverick's grandma for Christmas.
I'm actually not a One Piece hater, which Eli implied by saying he was the One Piece defender. I am vaguely interested in One Piece, but not interested enough to actually start it.
That's I wouldn't say I'm a One Piece hater.
You guys. I didn't mean that like you guys were haters. I'm defending the point you made,
Right.
Which isn't incorrect.
Tyler's
don't think.
just upset he didn't paint a Luffy.
Sure. Okay. So here's my spiel on One Piece. It is very long, and if you don't want to commit that time to it, that's understandable.
Watch the live action.
Yeah, I mean that's fair. It's going to take 12 years for them to catch up, but sure.
12 years?
There's a fuck ton of One Piece.
There's
Yes.
more than there needs to be. That's my gripe with it.
There is more than there needs to be.
Damien, do you want
but-
to guess how many episodes of One Piece there are? 20-minute episodes.
How many 20-minute episodes there are total?
Yes.
Of the series.
Okay.
Rough estimate.
Let's go with 812.
You're not
That's
that far off.
That's pretty close.
They're probably at
Hang
about
on, higher or lower?
higher.
It's higher.
Let's go 1100.
That's about
Very
right.
close.
That's
Let's
a,
do 1132.
1,087.
Okay.
yeah. So One
It's
Piece,
not finished yet.
Oh no,
Oh my God.
it's gonna
This
be
is one story.
it's gonna be another few years.
Oh my
before
God.
it is
Yeah,
finished.
that's my problem.
You said they're 20-minute episodes?
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
So what, that's 1180.
Wait. Stop thinking.
Shut the fuck up.
They are 20-minute episodes. However, 10 minutes of each episode is unnecessary at least.
That's part of the problem.
I understand that.
agree.
If you want to consume One Piece, I recommend you read it. I've watched it. Don't do that shit. That shit fucking sucks.
Gabe will get mad at you if you tell that to someone he's trying to convince One Piece.
I've
you
been
got mad at Cade because
whenever
Cade,
hours of fucking
Yeah.
whenever
oh
Cade,
my god,
Gabe got mad at Cade because whenever Gabe would try and recommend One Piece to people, Cade would go in as like someone who had watched One Piece and be like, "It's not worth watching," and he'd get mad at him for sharing his opinion.
Dude, okay, so, yes, One Piece is very long. The anime's paced really poorly because they don't want to do filler, but they still just fill with recap and shit. So it's, it's the same thing as just watching filler, except you can't skip parts of it, which makes it longer in a way. Yeah, read One Piece. It's been going on forever. However, notably, it is the most consumed piece of fiction in the world, and I think there's a reason for that.
Jojo.
I really enjoy it.
Eli,
I think the world building is really good.
how long are our episodes nowadays?
As long as we want them to be.
Okay, I was gonna
5-hour episode, baby.
I didn't
We're
know
not
if
doing
you.
that.
I didn't know if you had wanted to end it soon because I have many things I'd like to touch on, so I don't know if we want to do a rapid fire at the end. But we can keep going.
We can graze over One Piece from there. We can skip
No,
on
I'm not
that.
trying to rush you.
No,
I'm
it's
just saying.
fine. I don't
Austin's
have too much
trying
more
to
say
rush
about
it.
it.
No.
One thing I will
Yes.
say about One Piece is I appreciate the memes.
That's fair. They do have lots of those.
Colby.
One Piece does not take itself seriously, which is very nice to.
JoJo's Bizarre Adventure also has really good memes.
True.
All right, who's next? What's up? Hey, close the door so they can't hear the dryer.
Damien,
I opened the door for JoJo.
do you have one?
Let's see. What did I talk about already?
Horatio,
Horatio,
Pokemon.
Pokemon.
Damien, what's your favorite movie?
What's my favorite movie?
I don't think I can give you an answer.
Hmm.
I have a few I like.
I know the answer you're looking for.
I feel like I know.
Damien's tuned into what I'm getting at.
I feel like I know which answer you feel like I'm going to say.
I wasn't sure if that was going to be your answer, but I figured it might get you in the direction I'm wanting to go.
Hey, are you trying to get me into a superhero talk?
No.
Okay.
Oh, okay. Well,
I don't
hang
know
on.
what answer you're
First
thinking
of all,
about
the movie
then.
you want him to talk is totally a superhero movie.
Well, yeah, but he's not technically a superhero.
Right.
Are you trying to get me into cars?
No.
That would be a good one to touch on, though.
It would.
Let's talk about Lightning McQueen.
Hang on, hang on. I don't know what movie
He wants
Tyler's
you to talk
talking
about
Let one
Avatar.
Eli, you always ruin it.
Fuck you. It's my
I was
podcast.
gonna go on a bit where I'm like, while we wait for Damien to figure out what I'm implying, let's talk about Avatar: The Last Airbender.
I see.
But no, yeah, I'm digging at you the fact that you like blue people Avatar.
Avatar was pretty good. It's not in the top 5.
Okay.
I have a question.
I'm glad to hear that.
Is it still better than Puss in Boots: The Last Wish? Whatever the fuck the movie was called.
Yeah, that's it.
Let's talk about cars.
Oh wow!
Ka-chow!
Still has a bad opinion alert.
Puss in Boots was really good. Puss in Boots is also not in the top 5.
What are your top 5?
Yeah.
Ah, shit.
Here we go again.
I'm very interested to hear this.
Endgame has its place up there.
I can respect that.
Let's, we're also gonna throw the newest Indiana Jones in there. I really like it.
I haven't seen it.
That's an interesting take. The movie is very fun.
It just came out on Disney Plus.
It's okay.
I haven't seen. So the issue with me watching the new Indiana Jones movie is that I haven't watched anything past the first one.
The second
They're
one's
really-
the
I'm
best
surprised
one,
at
is
that.
what a lot of people say.
The second one, I really like the 4th and 5th one.
I like the third one. It's my favorite.
Let's see.
I feel like liking the 4th and 5th Indiana Jones movie is a controversial take.
It is.
It is.
It is.
Okay, I thought so.
But there's certain aspects of the 5th one and the 4th one that I like a lot. And I'm not revealing it because it will spoil it heavily. Let's see. We got Indiana Jones. We got Endgame. Let's see. Man, I need to I needed a little
How
bit of
about
time.
we'll come back to this on another episode with
That
our
could-
top 5 movies.
That would be
Okay.
a good episode.
Okay, yeah, let's do that.
Okay.
You guys will just have to wait and see.
All right, Austin, hit us with a
Hang on,
handful
wait,
of
we
rapid
need to go back
fires.
to Cars.
Okay, never mind. We're going
I
back
thought
to
that
Cars.
was a joke.
Yeah.
No, Cars has its place.
Kachiga.
Cars,
Where did
best
my phone go?
cinematic comeback of all time.
What back?
Comeback.
Back what?
Cars 2, let me
Back,
tell you.
Back shots?
The pistachio
No.
ice cream has turned.
That line saved me.
It's the best movie in the series.
Yeah, definitely.
Agreed.
That movie
Solely
saved
because
me
of the
from
pistachio
accidentally.
ice cream.
Mhm.
Yeah, that movie saved me from Alex Miller tricking me into trying wasabi.
That's awesome.
Did you think it was pistachio ice
She
cream?
told me it was pistachio, not ice cream. I'm like, we were at Mikata, I think, after D&D, and he's like, "Hey Tyler, wanna try this
Was I
pistachio?"
there?
Yeah, I think so.
That's
We
awesome.
were both there.
How did I know? How do I not remember?
And, like,
I do remember that.
She's like handing it to me, and I'm like, have it like almost in my lips, and like I get the flashback of Cars 2. I'm
That's
like,
exactly
wait
how-
a minute.
that's exactly how Alex
now that
would
you
do
bring
it,
it up,
too.
now that you bring it up, I remember that exact because I was waiting. I was like, "Oh, he's gonna fucking do it."
This was
He's gonna
before
do
I
it.
developed a spice tolerance too, so it would have been bad.
Oh, that was gonna be. Oh, it was so.
That would have
funny.
been funny.
Anyway,
Cars
what
1 is really good.
Cars 1 is really good.
Maverick got me a Lightning McQueen belt buckle for.
What would have been
a couple
even
Christmases
funnier if
ago.
it was after I realized if I committed it and then said the pistachio ice cream is turned.
That's awesome.
That would have been good too. Okay, Austin, you're good. You can go on your rapid fire.
All right. I'm
You
gonna
have
do
2 seconds.
No,
rapid fire.
I'm gonna do a mix of everything. Baldur's Gate 3.
Don't know that.
Whiplash
Don't know
as
that.
Whiplash is very good. I second that one. It's a
Yeah.
movie. If you guys haven't seen Whiplash, you should watch it.
It's good if you like drums. I haven't seen the movie. I know it's about drums or something.
It's really good even if you don't like drums.
yeah. The Elder Scrolls series, Fallout.
I haven't played the Elder Scrolls games.
I've played Skyrim.
Any of 'em?
And
I played like a little bit of Skyrim, but like
Huh.
I haven't finished it.
um,
Oh wait, no, I played a decent bit of ESO.
that's an okay, fair enough.
Word.
Um,
That's certainly one you can play a decent bit of.
And by a decent bit of, I mean like 5 hours maybe. More than I
That's
played
fair.
Skyrim.
I probably have a similar amount in that game.
Dr. Stone's that's a really good anime if you like science.
I'm out of date. I think I'm out of date with that series. I think I've only watched the first season. There's more, right?
I think I've watched.
Yes,
the
there's more.
first
There's season
as
3.
well.
The Book Thief is a really good book. The Art of Fielding is a really good book. The Black Prism. I don't remember that's the first book in a series. I don't remember what the series is. They use colors to do like magic stuff. It's not Magic the Gathering, but it's like really close.
So, like, do black people have black magic?
No, it's like green.
Black people?
Green
Like, they're just like, choke on a chicken bone.
That's not how that. No.
Sorry.
It worked. Holy shit.
Yeah, I had. Yeah, that was basically it. Fallout, Elder Scrolls, Baldur's Gate 3, the 2 books, and then Whiplash is a really good movie that I like.
Whiplash is so good. Tyler, do you have any more quick shots?
Baby Driver. I like Baby Driver a lot.
Baby
That's
Driver.
another
Baby-
good
I
movie.
mean,
Baby
no,
Driver-
that's shit Austin
Baby
said.
Driver had like a 10 out of 10 opening and then like a 6.5 out of 10 rest of the movie.
It was weird.
I enjoy it.
It was enjoyable.
All right, someone else can go next. I'm done.
I would just like to spare a moment for our Lord and Savior Garfield. There's my work of fiction that I want to mention at the end. You
All
may
right, very
continue.
cool. Shout out my man, One Punch Man.
There's an OG.
They,
Oh wait,
all
I thought of another one that I really want to mention.
right, go for it.
Full Metal Alchemist Brotherhood
Oh, it
is
is
like
very good,
really
yes.
good.
I don't know
It's so
how
good.
you didn't mention that.
It's so
I
good.
was thinking about it the whole especially when I was talking about how Yuji doesn't have an interesting power set. I was thinking about like, should I mention how the power set in Full Metal Alchemist is super cool?
It is
And then I
very
didn't
nice.
find the opportunity.
All right, Fire Force, very good. Read that. It's so good. It's by the same dude that made Soul Eater. Very good. And then the last one I have to mention is Godzilla. I fucking love kaiju. Godzilla is so fucking cool.
Oh yeah,
I'm going to see Godzilla -1 tomorrow.
if you like kaiju so much, then why don't you listen to the band Dai Kaiju? Checkmate.
You're lucky that I haven't listened to them because I've heard of them.
Really?
Yes.
It's kind of surprising.
It may have been from you.
It probably was. I think I mentioned them in the music channel of your server.
Yeah, that makes sense. Well, those are mine. Anyone else got any more? No? Yes? Maybe?
I'm thinking.
Alright, well, you have 50 seconds if you really want to think about it. But if not, I'm going to cut this off. Alright, well, thank you guys for listening to this episode of C.A.P.Cast.
Damien not
We should have
remembering to
Maverick
mention
back
Minecraft.
pretty soon. A couple things. We've done our elementary and middle school episodes here pretty soon. If we can get a good week with everyone here, we're going to start our high school episodes.
High school's going to be
That's going to be a train
it's going to be
wreck.
at least two episodes.
It's going to be at least 2 episodes.
High school was a lot of development for a lot of people.
There's lots to talk about.
I can't wait for the college episode.
I've got at least one.
Now,
Keep going.
that being said, the next announcement, it's not happening anytime soon. Don't get your hopes up. But our eyes are back set on going to a video format. It's going to take us a while, but we have a place to set up, and we have a vision.
You should just stick
So
a
it's
camera
in the
up
works.
there on the mirror
Okay, if
in
we're
the corner
being
of your room.
honest, it's probably not going to happen until season 7.
It's going to be a minute for sure. But yeah, just so you guys know, it's still in our mind. We've neglected you. I'm not going to say
We're sorry. I'll say it. We're sorry. Eli himself is sorry. We're going to try to post more shit. So
Well, yeah, we're gonna try and be consistent again. Who knows how long that's gonna last, but we're gonna try.
it won't last long.
Anyways, thank you guys for watching. We'll see you next week.
Or will we?
Let us know down in the comments
Tyler
below.
will be in traffic. I will be here though.
Let us know in the comments down below what your favorite piece of fiction is.
There are wrong answers.
Yeah,
Bye-bye.
and remember, if you leave a comment, we might mention your comment in the next episode.
See you guys.
Bye bye. So not Stinky. Where the fuck is my cursor? I found it. Thank you for listening to this week's edition.
If you enjoyed it, please like, subscribe, and leave a comment to let us know how we did.
I would also like to note that nothing any of our hosts say at any point is to be taken seriously or as genuine advice.
All hosts are simply adding their genuine personality to each episode, thus making this podcast the realest one yet.
No cap.